Hi, and welcome back to Words with Al. I I have a lot of news um, that I will share with you with time. But this video will be a little bit different. Well, it really won't, but we are going to go straight into the past, and we will be using sound. Okay, so whatever happens here now is myth. This is before written history. So it can't be confirmed. This will be better than any story you have heard before. And this story has traveled many places. I have to let loose my body. Okay, my body will have to be loose because I will be using the body, which is the past of everything that has existed, every life form up to this moment that has become this human body that is speaking. Okay? So I will be using what I have, this body that we all have. We all have this body, one or another, but one body. Okay? And this body will reveal the truth. So it will move because it is telling a story that only it remembers, not the mind. The mind has evolved. Okay, the mind has gone on has undergone many changes. So has the body, and so it will. It will never stop. It will never stop. Okay, so this is a story about man and woman, which we all can relate to. And this is a story about our mother and father from way, 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 way back, way, 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 way back. Okay? So, way back in time when nothing was set in stone. So, I will be telling this myth throughout many times. It does not have a straight line, it has been moving throughout Earth, and with it, traveled and grown to this body speaking, and to the body listening. So, so if you love myth, then this is it. This is a story of me and you. Okay. Once upon a time, once upon a time, there was this fire, this light, this sun, burning sun. It shone, lighting up existence. There had never been light before. But this fire that could not stop, it would not stop. It will never stop. This fire of eternity fell. It fell. Where? Where did where could it fall? Where could it possibly fall? It fell through space and time. And it has been falling ever since. And it will never stop. It cannot stop. It is the eternal fire. And this sun that shone on the world, that made it possible to see, had a wish. This wish was to know who it is. It has been falling for a long time. And for each fall, a new color was created. And these would become everything. Okay, that was a little journey through space and time. But this fire would go very far from its beginning. It doesn't know how it began. Well, it does. Not now. Well, or now he does. So this fire, so I'm going to have to make this very dramatic because it is very dramatic. It is myth. It is living myth. We're talking about we're talking about life. All right, there we go. Um, so what happened? What happened? What happened? So we will see through sound. Okay. We are just going to hear. I will only use the words and meanings of words of sound that our mom and dad once used, and they were okay. Let's begin again. Now, this story is coming to me in pieces because it's not a straight line, right? And but I am, as I said, not putting in any effort. I will just let the sounds that we all can relate to tell their story. Do remember that we are in an animal body, and that this animal body has traveled a very long time. And this animal body, which is not really an animal because we do not know what an animal is, we do not know what life is. No one does. So we have just conceptualized them and just made them something we are a part of so that we could just, obviously do what we do to them. But that is not the truth. The truth is, but think about it truly. We're them. They're us. We're all life. We're all life. This eternal fire, this sun that is shining through every living form in existence, is behind us all. And this fire has been growing ever since. We will never know what it is. It will always reveal itself to be more. So it is a mystery. It is a living mystery. It is a wonder, true wonder, rising up from nothing, from nothing. And this wonder is hearing these words. Now, these words have traveled. These sounds have gone a long way, a a very long way. This story has been told before many times, and it was all known once, long ago, long, long, long time ago. And this story has been said many times, many, many, many times, in many different ways, in many different sounds. And these sounds, this song, this eternal song, that will not stop, that will not stop. This eternal dance of the stars, of light, of space, coming together to form whatever it is that you are. So you have traveled, my friend. You have walked many forests. You have seen all the mountains. You have seen the seas and the deserts. You have seen them all, from the volcanoes to the waterfalls to everything. You have seen. You swam in it. You climbed on top of Earth. You got up there because you are expressing the light, the eternal fire. And you wanted to know it all. You wanted everything. Because that is what you are. So, so you rose up and became the trees. You grew up from earth itself. You created the first flower, became the first beauty to exist. And as you went along, you traveled and traveled many, many, many places. But it wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop. You could not have enough of you. There was so much beauty to see, so much joy to be had, so much greatness to witness. And it is still not the end. It never will be. It cannot be. It cannot end. So you climbed up, even reached the sky. Now you conquered the heavens too. And you wanted everything, didn't you? And everything you got and will get. There is no other end for you. So you traveled and traveled, became many things. But you were always this sound, this crash, this explosive burning star. You were fire, the end and the beginning of all. This is your fire. What is keeping us all here? And as this fire grew and saw what it was, and it saw more and more of all the things it was, it began growing, adding to his skin all the past of space and matter dancing in his skin. It would not stop. This song, this song would be forever. Nothing alike ever seen. And this beauty that cannot be named, this eternal fire, began to forget. It began to fall too deep. This fell, this fall into space and time led him further from his truth. This light, this endless fire, dimmed the further down it went. Now it could not be seen. The fire was so far behind, it was barely even noticed. It could not be seen. Now it was gone, and darkness fell on creation, on mankind. We could not hear the sound of the fire from whence we came. And this fire that will not be stopped is still there within. But darkness fell on creation. Why? Why? He had started to become something he was not. He had forgotten the earth, the beauty from whence he came. The dead were becoming many. The bodies. I became I I began realizing that this body dies. This was new to me. I had never seen such end because I am always burning. And that was the beginning of my fall because I couldn't longer see. The fire was gone. Darkness fell, and suddenly I saw these bodies that were dead. Death, death. What is this death? What is this thing I have never seen? Because I am always dancing. I am always dancing. I cannot stop dancing in my eternal song. But this darkness would grow in the nights, in the howls of all these strange living things that I suddenly realized existed with me. I was terrified. I was really scared. Before I knew, I wasn't this form because I was with the fire. The fire was burning in me. So I didn't. There was no. There was no end for me. I was every experience that was to be had. There was no end to me. I couldn't go anywhere if I wanted or not, because obviously this is what I want. So, so I traveled and traveled, and I went very far, and then I fell into this darkness where I saw this world where that I didn't recognize because I had never been so far away from the fire. I had never lost the sense of sense. But now it was gone. This naturally scared me a lot. I was very afraid. I didn't know what to do. I was an alien in this world. It was cold, it was dark. We were sleeping outside. It was very tough. We had to survive, but didn't have to survive. We suddenly had to survive. Was prior, I was just following the fire, letting it be my path, letting it run me like I always did. After all, I don't really run this body. No one does. So I was very scared. All was suddenly new to me. Although it was never new, it was I who was every life form. It was I who had all the experiences. It was I who swam the oceans and flew the sky. It was I who were the dinosaurs and them all, whatever you call them, or whatever we will call them. Doesn't matter. Them. Me. Me. So I was coming out and waking up in this green and beautiful earth. It was a beautiful garden with all living things. There were berries and fruits everywhere, and flowers you could not think of. Such beauty was never seen again. Or was it? You will see. And this garden of heaven, because you were floating in the sky, in space, and matter, and light, and time. This garden would suddenly become your prison. You wouldn't, you could not leave it. You wanted to leave it, to make it better, to improve it. Or so you thought you would. Why? Why? Why were you running away? Why are you running away? Because you lost the fire. Fire within the eternal bliss of stars and galaxies dancing forever in our skies. You are so old. God, God, you're beautiful. You are beautiful. These sounds are not enough to capture your beauty, your endless, infinite beauty. So you began creating a world. You began creating a world. Now you have to escape this wretched nature that you are a part of. Yes, you have to get so far away you could. Like, this is just really bad. Let me just fix this. Hmm? So you did. And you have been doing it ever since. When you woke up, you began speaking. You had to use sound because you could not longer feel or sense the fire within all things. It had gotten too far away. It was no longer there for your eyes to see. So you wanted to build one better world than whatever it is that you found. And you did. And you escaped. Or so you thought for a while. You cannot escape what is awaiting you. I am awaiting you. I am awaiting you on the other side. This fire I am within, this exploding sun, this light that is my song. Will you hear it? Who knows? Some of you might. Some of you might not. It doesn't matter. It will be said for the first time ever, ever, ever in this way. So we will gather everything, bring us back to the root. We will find the root within and ignite the fire again. Wow. Oh, we will begin the song that hasn't been heard for a long, long, long time. This song and time would pass. Sorry, I was cut. I was cut there. So my video stopped. But the song has not. The song will not stop. The song cannot stop. So I was my first language, my first sounds. Oh. Was the sound of fire. My breath, my heart is fire, a song. And that fire is in you. It is what is hearing these words. It is this endless fire that is burning through the skies. Will it ever land? Is there any way for it to land in this infinite space, this body of you, of yours? Will it ever end? It will not. But I disappeared. The fire became too dim. You had forgotten it deep in your veins. And began thinking. I began to imagine all the things that could be. And I didn't know what the truth of me was. It was a very long time ago. So it is only natural that I forgot. But that is not the case forever. a time. And this time is nothing to me, for I have all the time of existence to get things done, for I am never ending. I was so far away from the beginning where I could sense and feel and hear fire. I had fallen too deep in creation. And in that darkness, grew my memories. And memories became became dreams. And dreams, memories. And I had fallen and fallen and fallen infinite times. I was at the end of creation. Or so it seemed. What? There is nowhere for you to go. Where will you find anything but me? Nowhere? Nothing. You won't find anything. You can't. What would you find? What would you truly find? Will you find me? Will you lit the fire and burn again in the sky? Light up every corner of your existence, of your spirit and mind. Or will you simply lose in creation? Will you fall deep in the lines, in the well of time? Or will you burn as a sun now? We will see what you will do. This song will not end. It will continue forever. That is the mystery, the wonder, the greatness, the all. and it will unfold in time, every step of the way, for it has nowhere to go but to the endless fire, which is his life, his truth. He forgot. And he has been thinking ever since. Nowhere near would he come again to the fire like he used to for a very, very long, long, long time. And now he speaks. Instead of hearing my song, instead of dancing to my glory, to my endless glory, to my endless song. But for how long can he? How long will he not see what is in front of him, inside of him, behind him, in front of him, beside him, everywhere? That fire. He might not. He might. This is the first time this song this is the first time this song has been played again. This fire will not end. And you have been running and hiding ever since. Where will you go? Where could you escape? You belong to me, my fire. But will you see? So I began thinking of these other worlds, my endless existence, creation is endless. But the mind, the world of the mind, is not, was not always such. It is built up of time. This time is the gathering of my memories, the record of my time. And in this darkness that I could not longer see my flame, I began entering the mind and looked for the flame within. Unknowingly to me went I around in the mind and saw many strange things all these things would come to scare me in my sleep, and they will come to haunt me in my day or night, and they would come to rule me with time, this mind, instead of burning. But don't worry, it doesn't matter. It will all be revealed in time. So I was lost in my mind. I began creating things from these memories that I could vaguely remember, but that could not connect with because the file was so far away now. So these memories became like ghosts haunting me in my fear of what I had lost. And I would seek them instead of the light within. In my desperate search for answers, I would run all the mountains and all the forests, grasslands, everything, everything to find you. But I could not. I tried. I really did. But I couldn't. So I did what I did. And now, it's almost a fire has been set. It will never stop. So I was living in this mind, bowing to its mysterious colors of gray. I was lost in it, bowing for something I did not see. This mist, this fog was not my fire. It can never be. It can't. You cannot capture a sun. You cannot capture the eternal fire. So this mind became so heavy. Oh, it was becoming so heavy and heavy and heavy and heavy and heavy. It just couldn't hold anymore my fire. Because it was becoming full. It has reached its peak. And it fell. The mist fell down. The dust would be gone, would disappear. And the fire would be lit. again. Okay, I will end it here. This was a good place to end this story. Uh, do not judge. This is just a story. Don't be baffled by it. Do not believe it. Do not believe in me or anyone or anything. Ever. You do not need to. You do not need beliefs. There is nothing to hold on to. There is nothing to take. There is also nothing to be, to do, to say. This is an old story of creation. Do not believe me. Do not believe in anyone. This is just a story. And there are many more. Many more you will come to see. So that's it. That's it for today. That was Myth of Life. The true song of fire. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day, evening, wherever you are. And do know that I am with you. From father to father, from mom to mom. We are all here. Thank you.